everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this episode is starting to heat things up in the show. It's always good to see. Drama has begun. So we get one of our first interactions with Bruno Mannheim, who is the leader of Intergang. We also learn some kind of disturbing information about Lois. So I think this is interesting the way this is being done because Sarah talks Natalie into going to a party in Metropolis, and then John gets a scene from Jordan trying to get him to get over Sarah. At least they move on. And like, oh, why don't we just be best friends? I'm like, dude, grow a pair, will ya? Kid's too soft. I probably would have nailed her already, but like, be friends after that. But she keeps putting him into this corner, and he doesn't have the guts to say, no, I don't want to be friends with you. Like, oh, but I just need space, Jordan. So we learn Lois has inflammatory breast cancer or something. Interesting twist. So I wonder if the writers did this knowing that all this great shows are going to be canceled eventually. No thanks to the DCU, whatever you want to call it. And sometimes I just think Superman listens to these villains too much. If that was me talking to Bruno Mannheim, I would have grabbed him by the neck and tossed him across the room and made him talk. Don't come into my neighborhood, act like you're better than me. I'm like, dude, I could fire you to a crisp. Sounds like they're trying to make him like the Lex Luthor stand-in or something. I heard a rumor that Lex Luthor was already cast for this season, so see what happens there. But yeah, Lex Luthor too much of a pussy sometimes. Sometimes it's okay to make him talk. It's like, you know who leads Intergang. Stop beating around the bush and make the shit talk. he gets and goes to this phony ass sob story like, oh, I watched Lex Luthor and Morgan Edge become billionaires, and I grew up in the suicide slums, blah blah blah. Fascinating. Now, who's behind this dude getting superpowers? Oh wow. One day till I could play Resident Evil 4. Nice. Yeah, solid episode. This is definitely more drama centric. There's some interesting things happen at the party. Natalie meets this guy named Mateo. Can only assume his last name is Manheim. So that's interesting setup for future episodes. Seem to be looking at her quizzically just to. He was definitely not just taking her for interest, but trying to get close to her. So for some reason, yet to be explored, but it wasn't just for pure interest. Considering how he didn't make any moves, he was just asking questions. So that's another thing. John just straight up projected his broad who was like wearing a skin tight dress, trying to get with him and junk. And I'm like, dude, go for it. I hate to say it, but it's kind of a reflection of dudes in the modern day. Just too afraid to go after that ass. Dude, stays, what happens on closed doors stays behind closed doors. Who cares, dude? I got a boyfriend. Ain't married. Get that ass, man. Kent brothers are both pussies. I thought we were just friends. Please. I can't. Let's go to this party, Jordan. But let's both not get with the girls we actually want to get with. Lame. I wonder if they're going to do that whole John Kent is a different thing, like in the comics. I mean, that's what they're going for. Or did with Tim Drake in Titans, so wouldn't be surprised at this point. I mean, this show has been, in my opinion, one of the best iterations of Superman I've ever seen. So it's really going to be a shame when the show ends in favor of another dopey origin story. And people will deny that it's an origin story, but it's exactly what it is. Come out in, 2 years or something, so maybe we'll get 1, 2 seasons left of the show before it's gone. This New 52 type of nonsense. Just not a fan. But Lois getting inflammatory cancer or whatever. Kind of interesting twist. Didn't see that coming at all. I thought she just like miscarried again or something. But give the writers credit for that. And I'm like, okay, no, they're not gonna kill her off. So must have something else in mind, I guess. Just drag it out, I suppose. And then we see more of that person with the spellbinder mask thing. Kills that Mayor Dean guy, previous mayor, and attacks John Henry and Lana's fine self. So, looks like Kyle and Chrissy are doing the whole let's not talk about what happened thing because they hooked up last episode. Think the show might be setting up John and Lana, maybe. Seems to be some kind of chemistry there, but as long as it's built up, I don't want to see anything like rushed. Hopefully Nat's on her guard with Mateo because he's definitely related to Manhunt. So hopefully she keeps her guard up. Maybe talk to Sam Lane about him and do some research before she gets too attached. It's according to John Diggle, Buddha Manhunt murdered John Henry Irons on another planet, another Earth. And he's a leader of Render Gang, and they're known for making dangerous weapons. So another reason why Superman should just straight up like cry the fine neck and pin him to the wall and like, I know you're working with Render Gang, or you're doing something dangerous. Now tell me, that type of shit. But he's a Boy Scout, so he can do it. Shocker. Even it's a little too Batman-y, but still. It's okay to make the villains talk once in a while. Stand and listen to his freaking sob story. Like, what are you doing? Get him to talk. This is why Superman needs Batman, because you got all these powerful villains. It's like, oh, well. Well, not as better to contain your power or whatever. You know, we don't just too much of a Batman guy, because that's kind of what Batman would do. Just slam him to the wall and make him talk. Superman's a Boy Scout, so doesn't have the balls to do that. So anyway, good episode. The party was probably the most interesting part of the episode to me, especially when Sarah threw the beer in that dude's face. That was hilarious. I know Jordan wasn't going to do anything because he exposed himself, but now he's going to beat his ass or something. But oh, see what happens next time, I guess. This is a pretty good season so far, above the season pass, so don't have to worry about going to CW app and watching commercials in between during the episodes and all that. So good episode.